What's going on, guys? Today, right now, I'm gonna try to get in a video before I go into work today. If you don't know where I work at a grocery store, but I have to be there in about an hour and 50 minutes, so I gotta get this video done and get it uploaded. I think I'll be able to do it before I go in, so you guys can watch it during the day. But today's, as you can see by the title, it's SnD classes for GVs or like pubs, mainly for competitive, but you can use it wherever, and I seem to do very well with it. It's for all types of like players. If you're rushing, if you're staying back for planning, if you're watching over the plant, if you're trying to get somebody off planning, however you guys want to do it. But I hope you like the video, and I guess we'll see you in game. Alright, what is going on, guys? Right now we're in game, and I'm going to show you my classes for SND setup. Let's just put this on not allowed so no one joins. So first, I already have a thing set up, but I'm just going to go over all the classes with you and tell you how they work. So first off is your basic stun and nade, play for a pick offensive class. You can either use, I mainly use the Vector because it's the most damage, and it almost has the exact same range as the MTAR, but the MTAR is better range accuracy. But I mainly use the Vector. If I'm doing search and destroy, I put on foregrip and muzzle brake. But if I were playing respawn, I would do foregrip and red dot. But for now, we're just going to do muzzle brake. I don't really add a secondary because with submachine guns you can reload pretty fast. And if you're trying to go around and pick up a gun, you'll end up picking up another gun and left with a pistol instead of two subs. So and then you just run. It's either your preference of Simtex or frag. I usually run frag grenade unless I'm playing respawn, but we're playing search, so I'll run frag, and then I run concussion. Alright, so and then these are 2 perks you need in every single class, no matter what. That would be dead silence and focus. Without focus, if you're getting shot at, you'll miss every single shot. Without dead silence, you'll be heard across the map, literally. And then usually for rushing, I'll run marathon, agility, and ready up. And then the specialist, I usually go sleight of hand, steady aim, and then I put on some random perk I don't use. This is how you get your specialist bonus faster. I put on ICU, resilience. I don't put on, since we're doing search and destroy, I'll put on quick draw, and then I'll usually do tack resist because you can typically run away from nades unless you're stunned. And then you just take off the third specialist thing you put on, and as you can see, your bonus will, okay, so see how it says at the bottom left, it says bonus at 11 kills. If you take off your third perk, it goes to 8. So you can get a bunch of more perks faster. Alright, and then you can really put on whatever camo, but I usually just put on Worker Eye or Gold or Snow because all the other ones, I don't know. Sometimes I don't put a camo on at all. And then basically, you can just switch whatever submachine gun you want. And this is what you want if you're running for if you want to be a planner, like if you're taking the bomb. So you'll run basically whatever submachine gun you want. Foregrip and muzzle brake is what I usually run. You want NCOG, the 2 main perks that you always need. Marathon, ready up, and if your teammates aren't running a smoke, I suggest you run a smoke, but if they're running a smoke, I would run a trophy system. So when you go down to put the bomb down and there's a smoke out, you put the trophy system down, you get on the bomb so they can't nade you while you're on the bomb. So, and then your specialist, pretty much the same as last time. You don't really need agility, so you go sleight of hand, set the aim, random perk, the first 3 things you can do on this line, and then quick draw. And then you're mainly set up for that. Now this is if you want to watch over the person planning. Alright, and so saying you'll have to take an AR, the Remington, is what I use. With thermal, I run grip because for some reason it looks like there's a lot more recoil. So you run thermal hybrid with foregrip. You want to run quick draw, marathon, 2 main perks, and then whatever. I think we can run. Yeah. So if you'll run the smoke for your bomb planner. So you want to run a smoke, And then for ARs, I suggest pistols since they take longer, and I always use the P226 because you can shoot the fastest with it. And specialist, you will run sleight of hand. I will say ready up. No, it goes ready up, sleight of hand, random perk. Actually, no, we already have quick draw. Oh yeah, if you have quick draw, never use ready up because quick draw just completely overrides the effect of ready up. So you will run sleight of hand, agility, random perk, ICU, stun resist. I would run steady aim just for the hell of it, and resilience. And I wouldn't suggest that because you're not using it. And then I guess you just take this one. It's called takedown. So if you kill an enemy, if you knife somebody, they won't know where you're at. And then you can just do whatever camo. That doesn't really matter. And if you're just watching over or you're just trying to slay with an AR, same gun you use. I would use red dot and muzzle brake, so your 3-shot kill radius will go even further. I always use the blue dot because it just looks better for me. Use quick draw, dead silence, focus. I'd say marathon, and then I'd use a stun and a pistol. And then specialist, pretty much the same as last time. Kind of the same. Just, I say run this class like that. As you can see, this is just your slaying AR class. Now you will have a sniper class. As a sniper, if you're running 4v4s, I don't suggest overkill because your team has the slaying power to get the other people. But if you're running 2v2s or 3v3s, I suggest an overkill class. I'll go over both with you. So, first off, always use the L115. The USR gets way too many hit markers, and it's just ridiculous how much I got that. So you use the L115. Thermal, unless they're always running smokes, and if they have, and a lot of times they have incog, that'll block it out. So I always use armor piercing and variable zoom, so I can watch the crosses to each bombs. Then you have to run a pistol basically. P226. I run marathon agility so you can get to the spots faster. That's on its focus. And then what else? Oh yeah, I use a stun and a nade. Then your specialist, it'll go sleight of hand, that, and then we will use for actually no, I say reflex, so you can switch weapons faster. Then sleight of hand, random perks. Then you have ICU, resilience, stun and nade since you're sniping. Stun and nade resist since you're sniping the crosses, and they won't be able to nade you. And for your final one, ready up. And you take off the hardline like always. So that's your sniper class. We'll go over it with overkill now. So you'll want these 2 perks like always, and then your overkill. For sniping overkills, I use the submachine gun as your main. I'd use this and that, foregrip and muzzle brake, and then you go primaries, sniper rifles, L115, and just variable zoom. In that case, you would run agility and actually no, you would run reflex and then resilience. So you have no speed perks, and then you can just go to your spots or whatever. And then for the specialist, I'd say sleight of hand, steady aim, hard line, and you do ICU, stun, resist. I say quick draw, and then ready up, and then you just take off. Actually, no, take off, put on takedown, and then take off hard line. So you got those classes going. So you can watch the cross. Most of the time, you don't need incog for sniping the crosses and stuff. So right now, so we got the overkill class and the sniper class you already saw. So next is the shotgun class. Well, recently there was a ban on the bulldog, so cannot use that. This is an okay gun. If you were to run this gun, which I don't suggest, I think you should run slug rounds, and I would say foregrip, because I don't know, foregrip just makes your shotgun a lot better. But for my class, everybody also likes the FP6. I like the TAC-12 because when you aim down the sights, it has like this thing it says smart choke for a tighter spread when aiming down the sights. So if you get relatively close to the person you're aiming at, you're going to kill them at a very long range. For the attachment, to say foregrip and muzzle brake, so you can get super range and people get really mad. And then I'd say run a pistol, muzzle brake. So I'd say run these 3 perks with your main perks and you should be good. And then for your specialist, I'd say steady aim, ICU, and then stun, resist, resilience, incog, and then your nade resist, and then take off the hardline so you can get the specialist bonus quicker. So that's the shotgun class. What else is next? I think we're good for everything. Oh yeah, defensive slaying class. Oh yeah, switch to the thing we're using. Defensive slaying class, so you can just get a pick or whatever. I just suggest almost the exact same thing as the first one. You take the foregrip, muzzle brake. Yeah, pretty much the exact. It's with your rushing, like slaying class, use that as a defense one, and same as the AR for also defense. So basically, these are all the classes that I use. Oh, a silence class. If you're run stealth, like if you're putting an underground push on freight, if you have to break the gate, this is always a good class. MTAR. Actually, I never really tried out the Vector to Silencer because I don't know, I just seemed like the MTAR better with Silencer. I tried it like out once. Foregrip and then Silencer. Even though the range, you're gonna get a lot of hit markers through walls, and the range is gonna be pretty crappy. And then you just run the same perks as you would during a rushing class. And if you want to trade out your stuns and nades, if you like to hip fire, I put on steady aim, but I just put on stuns and nades since I use those a lot. And then specialist, sleight of hand, ICU, put the hardline on, stun, nade, resist, and quick draw, and with resilience, and then take off hardline like always. Are there any other classes that I forgot? Does not look like it. Alright, well, I hope this helped you guys out a lot, and I think I'm going to change the name of my series. Instead of Road to GB Pro, I want to make it Road to under 10k or under 1k GB rank, and I guess I will see you guys in the next video.